Okay, so today we're going to take a trip to Mammoth Bar, which is one of the state recreation areas of the state of California. This is about 10-15 minutes out of Auburn, very easy to get to, and a lovely place. And I'm going to see if this is a place worth panning for gold. Here's some Google Map images. Highway 49 is at the bottom of the picture, the gold stripe, and the two forks, north and middle, coming together right at the confluence. Really beautiful spot, very easy to get to. That's where we're going to be today. So here's the website for the Auburn Parks, very useful information. Here we are on the road down to Mammoth Bar. If you've been with me before, you know we go down a lot of bad roads. This one looks good, and it actually stays good, going all the way down. This is a place where people come for off-road vehicles, so I guess they upgraded the road. Starting looking there, that's the end of the road with some gravel and all these tailings. This is the parking lot at the bottom, so as I promised, the road stayed good. Down here it's kind of rough, but not too bad. As I walk away from the parking lot, this is the boat launch where the rafters go into the water and downstream. It's also where people can easily access the river, and boom, there it is. That is the middle fork of the American River at Mammoth Bar, a warning sign that you are going to die, so be prepared for that too. I just keep walking down here to see how close you are to the river. This is really a convenient spot. Again, the raft's put in there, and you can see upstream the water is moving. So here we are, Mammoth Bar, middle fork of the American River. This is the summer of 2014. You can see that there's pretty good water flow. Obviously during the winter it gets much higher. These are the initial rapids coming in at a fairly straight angle, and then as you see the river starts to bend. So I'm going to employ the strategy of trying to work the bend of a river on the inside bend. And you can see by here the water slows down considerably. And over there, it's just a swimming pool. My theory is, someplace around in here, you can see hopefully the underwater deposition sort of tapers off and then goes deeper. So hopefully some of the last winter's gold was deposited. You can see some rocks set up showing that other people have been here, so I will be competing with them. I'm also going to try working on that hole over there, if you can see it. Someone's been digging under that tree. And then there's a bank over here, which someone's been digging a hole in, and I'll probably try that too. Getting underneath that dirt that hasn't been exposed or worked in a long time often can be productive. So I will keep you posted. Here I am at Mammoth Bar. As I pan down the river, you're looking down on Murderer's Bank, and that turn down there turns right into Murderer's Rapids. You can't really see it, but those are Class 4 rapids. I use this opportunity for a little heads up on sluicing. As you can see, I set up my sluice in this area, and there's water flowing through it. The essentials to sluicing: you need a bucket to collect your debris, you need running water at a certain speed, and gloves really help. I'm working that spot there where there's a big rock. I'm digging behind it. If you'll notice, that rock's not a tumbled rock like most of them. It has a little different pattern to it. I'm thinking that it's the bedrock that's protruding over there. You can see it runs up into the hill. There's a black layer highly tilted up. Whenever you work a stream, you got to have a strategy. My strategy is that there's bedrock over there. It seems to be running across the river, and it seems to be coming approximately here. And that rock over there seems to be of the same type, having been exposed to water. I'm digging down there to see if I can hit actual bedrock. Again, the chances of hitting any gold are really small. Whenever you see tailings like this laying all over, you know that this has been heavily dredged by ship. As odd as that may sound, in the 1880s, after the surface gold was taken away, they brought ships up here that looked very much like a tugboat with a 50-foot steam shovel that would go down and pull up the rock and dump these tailings. So when you see tailings, you see a picked over area. But in any case, one of the things you'll notice about the flow in my sluice is it's not traditional. It's just kind of flowing. It's not an inch per foot. It's got violations all over the place. My take on a sluice is, if it works, it works. You can see probably that there's more rocks at the bottom than at the top, and that's really what you want, is the heavy stuff to stick. So I'm going to continue digging, and I'll pan this out and let you know if I had a good strategy or a zero strategy. I mentioned the dredging ships, and this is an actual archive photo of one of these dredges. It's sort of just a basic boat with a huge arm on one side, and it dredged down the other. These really cleaned up the place. So I mentioned earlier that I was going to try digging into the bank here along the middle fork at Mammoth Bar. And this unassuming little hole here, you can see compared to my little hand shovel, I've been digging, got about 3 or 4 half buckets out, as much as I could carry. And I just brought them over to where my sluice is set up in a good flow point of the river. And so far I've gotten some very nice little flakes. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. In an area that is allegedly so picked over. Also, this is only, 10 miles as the crow flies from Ruckatucky. And Ruckatucky was a complete blank for me. And down here where the river is slowed a little, not surprisingly, I guess there's a little more gold to be found. I'm going to do some more buckets and see what happens. Another remark on strategy with sluicing is, when I dump the material in, you see how it picks up and off it goes. That's what you want. You want it just to run through. So dump it over there. And you can see I have a high enough flow that these big rocks that I'm throwing in kind of tumble to the bottom. I'll probably have to knock them out. There goes one of the bigger ones. So that's a good flow. There's no perfect flow. It's just got to be good. And then while I'm doing collecting my next bucket, this is still going to be sorting, and the big rocks that need to go away will go away while I'm collecting some other material. So, in conclusion, how did I do at this lovely spot with nice warm water? Well, I got more gold than I thought I would, and I really enjoyed myself for the day. Here's a picture just to let you know what I got so that you can see I'm really telling the truth. And here it is. That's what I pulled out in one afternoon. Actually, it was this. The first was my dream. This was my reality. Really, though, very nice day for Northern California gold, and lots of fun. So, Mammoth Bar is a winner, and I will be back.